What is up, guys? Tempers here, back again for another Need to Know News video. First thing to talk about is going to be a Halo 5 Guardians launch gameplay trailer that's come out from 343 Industries. It showcases more cinematics, it showcases more of the story, it goes more in depth of what's going to be going on with the Master Chief as he's being hunted by Agent Spartan Locke. And it's pretty cool. So if you don't want any spoilers, then I advise you not to click the link down in the description because it does deliver some spoilers. Um, Basically, it goes into the campaign talking about Dr. Catherine Halsey as she's talking to Spartan Locke, saying that after this is all over, Oni is likely going to have them or have ordered Spartan Locke to kill Halsey and himself. Um, and it goes in to show Master Chief first going AWOL with the Infinity ship as they ordered him to do something and doesn't agree with it, doesn't like it, so he turns off the comms channel, and pretty much it starts from there that he just goes on his own with Blue Team, and yeah, so before November 7th, 2015, if you play the game, you will unlock a special armor set called Tishin Raiko. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It looks like something from Japan or something. But you will get that armor set if you play it before November 7th, which is about a week after, a little over a week after the game comes out. Also, on the 11th of October, which is a couple days ago, an image surfaced on Reddit of a copy of Halo 5 Guardians out in the wild. So hopefully the user doesn't post any spoilers. Otherwise, there will be spoilers on the internet. So I would advise you not to check out Reddit until Halo 5 eventually comes out. Moving on to more Halo 5 Guardians. Halo 5 Guardians is going to require a 9 GB day one patch for it's going to be for digital copies as well as disc copies, but it is advised that you get a digital copy instead of a disc copy because not only is the game going to be approximately 55 gigabytes of hard drive space you need available for the game when it comes out, but you're also going to need 9 gigabytes to download for multiplayer map content, so that's going to be 64 gigabytes at launch. So if you get the disc from GameStop, Walmart, Target, wherever, you're going to be pretty much staying up all night watching it download instead of staying up all night playing the game. So if you want to stay up all night and playing the game instead of watching it download, you should probably get a digital copy because you're going to be able to download all those 64 gigabytes before the game comes out. So you'll be ready to play when it launches rather than have that download just sitting there. So the box art does say that you need 60 gigabytes of free space, but if we're totaling up the gigabytes from the game along with the 9 gigabyte download for multiplayer map content and stuff, then it's going to be a little over 60 gigabytes. Um, so October 27th, the game comes out, obviously. So yeah, if you still want to get that disc copy instead of the digital, just have plans to not play the game until the day after because it's going to take a while to download, depending on your internet speed. Alright, so Halo 5 Guardians playlists have been announced from 343 Industries. So we've got Warzone. There's going to be two different types of Warzone. We're going to have Warzone, normal Warzone Slayer, and Warzone Assault. The normal Warzone is just going to be Slayer. You know, you got to get it to 1,000 points. You're going to be fighting AIs using rec packs, fighting Marines, and other Spartans and stuff. So there's going to be three maps that Slayer Warzone is going to be on: Escape from ARC or ARC, Raid on Apex 7, and March on Stormbreak. And we have seen gameplay from ARC and Apex 7, so we should be ready to go when it comes out. Warzone Assault is the Warzone game type where you're going to be having to protect your core from being destroyed by the opposing team, and you're also going to have to go to the other base and destroy their core. It's going to be on Dispatch, Array, and Summit, so there's going to be 6 Warzone maps coming out when the game launches. Moving on to Team Arena. We're going to have a lot of game types and maps for this. Team Arena is going to be featuring 4 game modes. It's going to be a Breakout, which is the pretty much search and destroy game mode from Call of Duty. If you played the Halo 5 beta, you know what it is. You basically don't have any shields. You just have that health bar on the top screen, and there's going to be a flag in the middle of the map. You can either take the flag and cap it to end the round, or you can kill the other team to end the round. And it's going to be best of 7. I can't remember if it's the best of like 11 or 7 or something like that. But at the end of the round, it shows you. It will give like a square point in the box on your team's section, your row, and then the enemy's row is going to be there. So it'll show you. And then we're going to have Slayer. You guys already know what Slayer is. Capture the flag, you guys already know. And then Strongholds, which is basically kind of like territories. There's going to be three different circles on the map, and you have to stand in them and capture them to gain points and all that. So we're going to have Breakout on two maps, and that's going to be Gamble and Trident. We're going to have Slayer on 5 maps, Coliseum, Eden, Plaza, Empire, and the Rig, and then Capture Flag on 3 maps, Coliseum, Truth, and Fathom, and then Strongholds is going to be on 3 maps as well, the Rig, Eden, and Empire. Moving on to Team Slayer, we're going to be having Team Slayer on Coliseum, Plaza, the Rig, Truth, Regret, and Fathom. Breakout is going to have its own playlist, and we're going to have Gamble, Altitude, Trench, Trident, and Crossfire. Of course, all these maps are made in Forge, so I'm sure through the industries will give the community a chance to create their own breakout maps that will be in the playlist. We're also going to have a free-for-all playlist or a Rumble Pit playlist, and it's going to be having just Slayer, no objective game types like in past Halo games. So we're just going to be having Slayer on Eden, Regret, the Rig, Plaza, Orion, and Pegasus. They're actually going to be releasing SWAT as a day one playlist on Eden, Regret, the Rig, Plaza, Orion, and Pegasus. Division Industries also talked to IGN about a weekend social playlist that is going to be featuring kind of like how it was in Halo 3, where we had for a weekend double experience with like Mythic Brawl, which was like a 12-player FFA on big maps. We also had Bungie versus the community. So maybe through the industries, we'll be playing against the community, and if you beat them, then you get like a cool armor set or something like that. So it is going to feature bonus experience and rec points, kind of like Halo 3 had double experience. Also, they said that you're going to be able to vote on Halo Waypoint and on the Halo channel on which playlist you want to be in the weekend playlist and which playlist you want to possibly be a permanent playlist in the future, kind of how it was in Master Chief Collection, where Team Doubles and Team Snipers weren't there at the beginning, but we voted them in, so they are there as permanent playlists now. So Team Doubles and Team Snipers is not going to be there when the game launches. You're actually going to have to vote for them if you want them to be permanent playlists in the future. The Big Team Battle, of course, has already been announced by Quinn D'Ahelio, telling IGN that is going to be launching a few weeks after the game comes out, which will probably be like November. It'll probably be the same time that Battlefront comes out on the 17th of November, and it's going to have its own dedicated playlist under Arena, and will have its own maps built for Big Team Battle rather than rehash 4v4 or Warzone maps. So that's going to be it for that. Moving on, Halo 5 Guardians will have a public API. If you don't know what an API is, it's basically like Halo Tracker or Halo Charts. If you ever went to those websites, it's just a website to track statistics and everything. Seeing how many kills you have overall, your game history, your accommodations, everything. There's a picture here that shows pretty much what it is. And it just shows your whole entire service record. So back when Through the Industries took over the Halo franchise in 2011, when Halo 4 launches, they decided not to have Halo charts or Halo or anything like that to track statistics on their website, like to the like point. Because Halo charts did that, they tracked everything that you could track for statistics. But when Halo 5 Guardians is going to be launching, it is going to be coming with an API that is made from the Visiting Industries themselves. They are also working with Halo Tracker, they're working with Halo Charts and LMOG, and also working with ESL to make sure that this API program is going to be the best that it can possibly be. So when you go on that website, there's not going to be one thing that you can't find on there for your service record. So that's basically it. You're going to have your service record, match history, and carnage reports, and some other stuff. Moving on to the last Halo 5 Guardian thing, Halo 5 Guardians will only feature 4 arena game modes, and this is kind of disappointing because we've had in the past, Assault, Neutral Bomb, Neutral Flag, we've had, VIP, Infection, VIP, of course, in Halo 3. But they did say that they're not going to put any more into the launch. They're only going to have the 4 game modes, which is Slayer, Capture the Flag, Strongholds, and Breakout. Salen, or Josh Holmes, who is pretty much the big guy on the Halo 5 Guardians franchise, has said on the forums that yes, there are going to be game types that are planned as some of the post-launch content. It might come with big game battles, so they're not going to be ruling out the game types like Oddball, King of the Hill, Extraction, Infection, VIP, Headhunter, Juggernaut, Assault, Regicide, Griffball, Raise, and Stockpile. They said that it might come in the future. Of course, not all those game types are going to be in the game. That's kind of hard to ask for, but we can kind of expect Oddball making a return, King of the Hill, I'm not sure about Extraction, maybe. Definitely Infection. VIP hasn't been seen since Halo 3. Headhunter was kind of a reach thing. Juggernaut, we might see that in Rumble Pit come back. Of course, we're probably going to be seeing Assault. Not sure about Regicide. That was a Halo 4 thing. We can definitely probably expect Griffball. It would be awesome to see Race. I remember playing Rocket Race in Halo 3 and I had Blast. So hopefully that comes back. And Stockpile, not too sure if that's going to come back since we have strongholds, even though it's not kind of the same game type. It's kind of the same, plot and purpose in the game, so that probably won't be making a return. But the staples of the Halo franchise will probably be making a return, so you can expect that to come back. So that's about it for Halo. The last thing we want to talk about is Star Wars Battlefront game types have been announced, every single one of them. The beta just came to an end this morning. They extended it a couple days to let people play. I played the beta. I give it a 10 out of 10. It was fantastic. The only complaint, probably only a couple of complaints I have is number one, the rebels were totally, it was totally unfair for the rebels. The only thing that they had were ships. Compared to the Imperial Force, they had AT-ATs, they had ATSs, so the only way that you could quickly kill those ATSs is if you took your ship and suicide into it, and that was pretty much the only thing that you would probably do if you got into a ship when you were a rebel, because you would spawn in your ship and you'd look out into the airfield and you'd see like two or three different or more different fighters out there. The TIE fighters, and you would just be outmatched. So the only thing you'd be able to do is, Japanese style suicide down into the ground and try to get some kills. Because it would just be a few seconds before those TIE fighters take you out, because the TIE fighters are so overpowered compared to the X-wings. So hopefully, when the game comes out, they'll make it a little bit more fair for the offense, which were the Rebel forces, because it's pretty much a done deal when you're the Imperial forces. You probably shouldn't even play the game because it's an easy win. Um, so moving on to the game types, the only two game types that were in the beta were Walker Assault and Drop Zone. Walker Assault obviously being played the most. Drop Zone was more for the competitive people. Fighter Squadron is going to be the first playlist announced. Basically, you just take to the skies, you dogfight in some of the most memorable Star Wars vehicles, including X-Wings, TIE Fighters, the Millennium Falcon, and more. So it's just an air fight the whole entire time. They had that in Battlefield 4, if you remember that. Also, Supremacy is coming. It's going to be Rebels and Imperial against each other. They're going to fight for control for 5 key points. So it's kind of be like territories from Halo. It's going to be a 40-player clash, so 20 versus 20 again compared to AT-AT Assault. Also, you're going to be able to get in the air as well. Cario is going to be the next one. It's going to be a thrilling tug-of-war experience. It's going to be kind of like Capture the Flag. Droid Run is the next one. It's going to be 6 Rebels against 6 Imperials, and they're going to fight to capture and hold onto 3 GNK powered droids. Walker Soul, of course, is the one from the beta, so don't really need to talk about that. Blast is going to be a classic team deathmatch mode. Drop Zone is, of course, what's in the beta. Don't need to talk about that. And the last two ones are going to be heroes versus villains. It's going to be, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and there's going to be some other ones coming out with some DLC and stuff, and they're going to be clashing, kind of like probably Team Slayer. Just with heroes and villains always alive. And then Hero Hunt is going to be the last one. It's going to be 7 Imperials against Luke Skywalker, and then it's going to be 7 Rebels battling out against Boba Fett. So basically, whoever kills the hero becomes the hero. So it's kind of like Juggernaut from Halo. Whenever you kill the Juggernaut, you become the Juggernaut. So it's going to be pretty exciting to play that. And those are the playlists that are going to be there at launch. So the beta is over, so the next time you're going to be able to play the game is going to be on November 17th. So yeah, that's going to be all the news today. Got a lot of Halo 5 content. It's crazy how much content through the industries is announcing and stuff. But we are just coming under 2 weeks here for the game coming out, so it's going to be a huge release. I really want to get that digital copy of the game rather than the disc, even though I have already pre-ordered it, a disc copy from GameStop, because that freaking gigabyte, that 60 gigabyte, is going to be crazy to download. Like, I will not be playing it that night. So if I want to play it when it comes out, I'm probably gonna have to get the digital one, but I just don't know what is going to be given to me from GameStop because GameStop usually gives you, some codes on your receipt for some cool weapon skins or stuff. So I might want to get that. But that's pretty much the only incentive to get a disc copy from GameStop. But anyways, guys, that's it for Need to Know News today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you like, tell me what your thoughts are on all the Halo 5 news and the Star Wars news. And also subscribe for more videos coming soon. I try to upload them as much as I can, so be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. I will be streaming later today, just going to be doing some Destiny stuff until Assassin's Creed comes out on October 23rd, which is 10 days away. And I will be playing the crap out of Assassin's Creed for 4 days until Halo 5 comes out. And yeah, so I'll be streaming that. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a great day.